All right, good. So good to see you all. We should be live in all of the places now. And I'm going to dive right in so that those of you who are watching the replay don't have to watch me talk about starting the live stream and all of that. I watched myself yesterday and I thought, oh, I'm going to wait until I'm starting to start the live stream. So welcome back. If you're watching the replay, welcome back. If you're joining me live, if you're in my Facebook group, you can't see the slides. So you can hop on over to Zoom. It is June. It's June 20th today. Or watch me on YouTube or on my personal page. I'm also streaming from there and my business page. If you want to watch the replays with the slides as well, you can find them there. So today is day 3 of our masterclass together. It's our final day, but this journey's not ending, so I have more to share. Day 3, manifest your highest life vision. Enter the quantum field of infinite possibilities to effortlessly manifest all that you desire. So welcome back. I'd love to hear how you're feeling. Please share if you're here live or on the replay. Please share how you're feeling, especially if you joined me for the healing yesterday. I actually got so many messages and emails yesterday, comments all over the place of you guys telling me how powerful the healing was yesterday. Probably more emails and messages and comments than I have gotten on a free masterclass. A lot of messages and emails. So I love hearing from all of you guys. And I'm going to start my slide presentation. Oops, I actually have to start it on the present. Let's see here. Working from 2 computers. I'm getting this down pretty well, but it is still, I still have to think about it a little bit as I do it. So again, welcome back to day 3. Manifest your highest life vision, enter the quantum field of infinite possibilities. That's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to go into the heart of creation in just a few minutes. First, I want to invite you to join me to continue this journey. I've really enjoyed spending the last couple of days with all of you, and I hope that you've gotten a lot of value out of this class so far. If you have, please share that with me, because that's what keeps me going. That's what really motivates me, is hearing from you guys the experiences that you're having, the transformations that you are experiencing so far. And I'd also like to extend an invitation to take what you have received here a step further to creating those narrow pathways that we've been talking about in your brain that open the door to the quantum field. So you're invited to join my 21-day sacred immersion into the heart of creation every day for 21 days in a row, beginning tomorrow, Friday, June 21st, all the way up until July 11th. At 10 o'clock Pacific time, on Zoom and in my Facebook community, but I may change that to on my Facebook page and YouTube, just to make it easier on myself so that I don't have to use all of this equipment every day. It's a lot. So even though I'm saying my Facebook community this morning, I actually thought I'm changing my mind about that. I'm going to make it easy for myself, and I'm going to just do it in the places where I can do it all from one thing. So you can look for me on the replays on YouTube and on my Facebook business page. I'll share those into the group as well, but they might be a little bit harder to find. My Facebook business page is Elysia Hartzell, spiritual healer, teacher, mentor. Look for that. And if you signed up for the calendar reminders for this class, those reminders are already on your calendar. I put them on there myself this morning, and I'll give you the link at the end of this class to sign up for that calendar reminder if you haven't done that yet. I'm not going to be sending out emails because that's just too many emails. So if you want a reminder, you want to sign up for those calendar reminders. And if you really want to, I'm also good. So let me tell you just real quick what I'm going to be doing on those calls. I'll be 15 to 20 minutes long. I'm going to guide you into the heart of creation to train your brain, to really get that habit ingrained. And I will also be running a handful of alignments every day, just depending on who's there, what I'm tapping into, what's coming in for you guys. So if you're there live, you will have an opportunity if you're there on Zoom, to share with me what's going on for you. And I might choose that topic and run some alignments for that, depending on what's really optimal for the group. You can find the replays as well if you can't join me live. I really encourage you to try to come every day, but don't let that stop you if you miss a day. Don't think that it's blown, because it's not. We're all doing our best, and if you miss a day or two, pick right back up where you are, and then you can come back to those days that you missed as well. So if you really want to transform your life and gain the training and the ability to help others do the same, I will be sharing about my Sacred Soul Alignment certification after our class today. I have a lot of details to share. It's going to be a much different class than it has been before. So stay tuned if you would like to learn more about that after class today. So let's do a quick recap on what we've talked about, because you're going to be using a lot of the principles that you've learned in the journey today. So on day one, we talked about the different types of healers that there are. Every one of us has the ability within us and the responsibility, I believe, to do healing work for themselves. Some people are guided to do healing work for Mother Earth or the collective of sentient beings in general. And really, if you're doing work for yourself, you are also doing that work. And then some are called with the purpose of doing healing work professionally. And I strongly believe that if you have that desire to do this work for other people, that's a strong indicator that you have that calling or purpose. You might not be quite ready for it, but it's an indication, if you have that desire, that it's within you for a reason. We also talked on day one about the different languages our soul speaks to us in, the ways our intuition works, clairvoyance, which is clear seeing, clairaudience, which is clear hearing, clairsentience, clear feeling, claircognizance, clear knowing, and clear empathy, clear emotional feeling. If you were there on day one, I'd love to hear which one or ones you feel like your soul is speaking to you in. You also on day one received several alignments to help open up each one of those soul languages, and you experienced a journey to begin to feel frequencies in the form of color. And I also actually heard from a lot of you guys how much you loved that journey. If you're a Sacred Soul Alignment practitioner or student, you can find that journey in module 1 in level 1 if you wanted to repeat that. As well. And the PDF that came along that day gave you the steps to try that on your own without me guiding you through it. On day 2, we addressed blocks in the form of beliefs and dense emotions, and we talked about how most people are creating the same day, the same life, day after day, over and over and over again, much like the movie Groundhog's Day. If you've ever seen that movie kind of drives me a little bit crazy, but I've seen it so many times for some reason, because 95% of the time people are allowing their realities to be created unconsciously without even realizing that that's what they're doing. This is because by the time we're 35 years old, 95% of our programming is unconscious. And if we're spending the majority of our waking hours in the beta brain state. We learned about this on yesterday, especially high beta, where no new information can enter our nervous system that isn't equal to our current emotional state. So if we're feeling anxiety, if we're feeling fear, if we're feeling just a low emotion, anger even, nothing new can get into our nervous system. We can't create anything new in our lives. And most people are spending the majority of their life that way, which is unfortunate. But we can change it, right? We also talked about the fact that possibility does not exist within the programming that created the problem. And that's why what I just talked about is why that is. It's literally impossible physiologically and scientifically. And Albert Einstein knew this, and he said, we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. So we have to do something different. And that's what we're doing right now, today, and hopefully ongoing from here forward. So trying to manifest without doing the healing work is like trying to walk through cement towards our goals and dreams. And that's one of the things that frustrates me so much about modern law of attraction teaching, because most law of attraction teaching doesn't address that. And so people get frustrated with it. And I got frustrated with it when I learned about it, and I started creating all these crazy negative chaos in my life because I wasn't doing the healing work alongside it. We also, yesterday, we talked about emotions. Emotions are truly the frequencies that create our realities, including our unwanted experiences, such as lack, disease, loneliness, fear. We also create our desired experiences through the emotions of gratitude, one of the highest frequencies, love, joy, hope, peace, bliss, compassion. We're going to be doing that today. We discussed how the theta brain state is the doorway into the quantum field or the heart of creation. From this place, we can change our programming and we can actually rewire our brains with new neural pathways. Those new neural pathways help us create new experiences that we want to have versus the same patterns of struggle and separation and lack and pain. We can rewire our brains into the experiences of bliss, joy, love, and abundance. And when we do this from the theta brain state in the quantum field or the heart of creation, using multidimensional tools such as sacred soul alignments, limitless and instantaneous miracles and creations can and will happen. So yesterday we did a huge clearing for outdated beliefs, unwanted behaviors, and dense, painful emotions. Hopefully you got clear on the direction that you'd like to move in your future, because we're going to be doing that today. Okay, so we're going to use everything that we've learned up until now to create our future from the heart of creation today. And of course, I'm going to amplify all of that 1,000% or more with some, actually quite a lot. I couldn't believe, really, honestly, how many sacred soul alignments came in for the healing today. I kept asking, is this optimal? Is this going to be too much for people? Are you sure that I should add all these in? And I kept getting yes and yes and yes and yes. So you guys are in for a treat. So now it's time to become the person that you're meant to be, the person from your desired future. This will be the version of you that you will be creating with today. So I gave you these questions yesterday. I sent them out in the email. Hopefully you've had a little bit of time to think about them. If not, you can think about it right now as I finish up talking about what we're going to be doing today. So what are the new thoughts the future you is thinking? What are the new behaviors and habits that you're embracing? What are the new emotions that you are feeling? When we ask ourselves a question, such as these questions, or such as, what would it feel like to live this future version of yourself? What would it feel like to be abundant? What does it feel like to be abundant? What does it feel like to be healthy and vibrant? What does it feel like to be in love with life, in love, in a loving relationship, if that's what you're seeking? When we ask questions like these, we activate the creative center in our brain called the frontal lobe. Believe it or not, the frontal lobe is 40% of our entire brain. That must mean that it's really important. So when we ask these questions, what would it be like? What does it feel like to be wealthy? What does it feel like to be healthy or happy or in love? The frontal lobe begins to seek the answer to the question. And when we ask the question from the quantum field, the heart of creation, we are in the energy and frequency of limitless possibility, the energy of all that is. We can call in and connect to anything. And this potential, it almost makes me want to cry with joy and gratitude for this human experience, because we're so powerful. But most of us have forgotten how powerful we are. So I hope that I'm reminding you if you have forgotten that at all. And then when we begin to feel the emotions connected to the desired future that we're creating, peace, joy, bliss, love, and gratitude, these emotions begin to anchor this future into the now moment. We begin to pull that reality, that version of ourself who's living that reality, into the present moment. And I'm going to take that 1,000 steps forward by supporting you with all of these alignments that I'm going to run today to help activate all of this in your energy field, in your brain, in your heart. We're going to rewire your brain and your heart and your cells. So who's ready to create from the heart of creation with these higher emotions, these higher frequencies? Just a reminder what you may experience during the healing today. No driving, so please do not drive. If you're driving, you can come back later or pull over, but no driving, please. You may have emotions come up. Hopefully today, you're going to have a lot of really positive emotions come up as you really tap into this future version of you. You might feel tired, you might fall asleep, you might feel hot, you might feel cold. All of this and the whole gamut of everything that I talk about here is within the normal experience of people. So a lot of people fell asleep yesterday. Probably today, less people are going to be falling asleep because we're not doing the huge clearing that we did yesterday. That's when people tend to fall asleep. It's because your conscious mind is sliding out of the way for the healing to go deeper into your unconscious mind. So we are going to really create. We're going to co-create now together. So I'm going to stop my share, my screen share here. And just a reminder that I am going to be connecting to your higher self for the purpose of sending you and your higher self this healing that we're doing today. So just to stay in integrity with this work, making that statement, that declaration, and you're always in the driver's seat. Of course, your higher self is always in the driver's seat. So here we go. I'm going to be playing my bowls. I'll show you again. This is my ruby bowl, my very favorite, smallest but favorite bowl. And this is my largest bowl, the green goddess. So these are supporting you guys today. They really do help the healing anchor in and go even deeper than without them. So here we go. Get ready. So just taking a moment to get comfortable, sitting up with your spine straight and your feet flat on the ground or lying flat, settling into your body, bringing all of your awareness into the present moment, and just relax. Closing your eyes, allowing yourself to land right here, right now. Allowing your body to relax even more. Now placing your focus and awareness onto your heart and just breathe. Allowing your breath to slow and deepen. Breathing as if you're breathing directly from your heart. Allowing your inhale and exhale to slow to about a count of 5. Inhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continuing this long, slow, deep breath through your heart as you bring your awareness to the energy of compassion. Compassion is one of the highest frequencies that we can access as human beings and one of the building blocks of creation. So when we engage compassion, we're really engaging with our creator self. I invite you to see, sense, feel, or imagine the energy of compassion as a beautiful pink light surrounding you. And as you breathe through your heart, just using your intention to breathe that pink light of compassion into your heart, allowing this energy of compassion to fill and expand your heart. And with your next breath, allowing this energy of compassion to expand into every cell of your body. Feeling the cells of your body vibrating with the frequency of compassion. And with your focus and awareness on your heart, feeling into the heart-to-heart connection between your heart and the heart of Gaia, our home here, and your heart and the heart of creation, pure source energy. Noticing the beautiful golden light in the heart of Gaia and the glorious iridescent light in the heart of creation. And now with your next breath, simultaneously begin to breathe that golden light from Gaia and iridescent light from the heart of creation into your heart. And as you breathe these energies into your heart, allowing the golden light from Gaia and iridescent light from the heart of creation to merge with the pink light of compassion, creating a beautiful iridescent rose gold light. Allowing this light to expand your heart even more. With your next inhale, allowing this light to fill all the cells of your body, expanding beyond your physical body 12 feet out in all directions, filling your entire energy field, creating a beautiful iridescent rose gold ball of light that you are in the center of. And just taking a moment here to notice how loved, nurtured, safe, and protected you are in this space. As these energies flow in, through, and around you, just witnessing the beautiful ball of light that you are in, expanding with every breath you take. Good. And now I invite you to feel into the heart-to-heart connection between your human aspect and your divine aspect. The highest aspect of your soul that's guiding you through your human experience. And now allowing your human aspect to merge with your divine aspect. And as you merge with your divine aspect, feeling yourself expanding into all of this light surrounding you. Feeling yourself expanding infinitely. Expanding all the way into the heart of creation, all the way into the quantum field where all potential and possibility exists. And just staying in your heart, breathing through your heart, connected to the energy of all that is. Just breathe and allow yourself to expand into the energy of all potential and possibility as we use that energy to co-create your reality. So in divine love and light, calling in sacred light open, activating all of the technologies to support you. Also calling in sacred light purification, divine love and light, create or change it, to cleanse and purify your energy and your surroundings so that you are creating from within this pure space. Good. And now it's time to become the person from your desired future and to step into that future. I'm going to call in the highest intentions alignment, calling this in now in divine love and light, create or change it. We are powerful creator beings. Our intentions color the flavor and color of every one of our experiences. It's important to set conscious intentions. This alignment is supporting your intentions, allowing you to gather the full power behind your intentions and to channel that energy in the direction you want it to go, amplifying the potency of your intentions. So this is going to be supporting you as you move through this journey with your intentions. So we talked about who is this version of you that's living this reality. What are the thoughts that this version of you is thinking? As you conjure those up, I'm going to run some alignments to support those. So in divine love and light, calling in divine recognition and clarity. This is strengthening your ability to intuitively recognize what's in your highest and best good through the lens of your own divinity. It's clearing the channel between your human self and your divine self that already exists within you. Bringing through more easily that divine recognition and clarity. Calling in the spark of God alignment and divine love and light. Thank you. We are all divine. We are all sparks of God. This alignment reminds you of who you are as a spark of God, allowing you to more easily embody your human expression of the divine. So as you think about the thoughts that this version of you is thinking, maybe things like, I am worthy, I am divine, I am powerful, I am kind, I'm compassionate, I'm loving, I'm loved. I'm in love with myself and with life. I am abundant, I am vibrant. Calling in multidimensional self and divine love and light. We are more than it appears on the surface. We are multifaceted, multidimensional beings. This alignment's bringing in a stronger connection with these high vibrational parts of you that are beyond the surface that we see. Strengthening your connection to your higher vibrational state, to your gifts, your skills, your abilities, including your ability to live through the lens of your own source connection. Now, staying connected with that future version of yourself that we're calling into this present moment, that's living this desired reality. What are the behaviors and habits that this aspect of you is embracing. Maybe one of those habits is the new habit of meditation daily. Maybe one of those habits is being more consciously aware of the thoughts that you're thinking and the way that you're speaking to yourself and others. Maybe it's doing something healthy for your body. Maybe it's doing something healthy and wise for your bank account. Maybe it's volunteering some of your time to help others. Maybe it's being more loving to your partner or your children or your parents or your friends. Maybe it's getting out there and meeting new people. I'm going to support this with the alignment called willpower, motivation, and determination. So calling this in now into my love and light. Thank you. We all desire more willpower, motivation, and determination to achieve our goals and aspirations. These powerful emotions energetically fuel our purpose and give us the strength and courage we need to overcome obstacles that may be holding us back from creating our dream life. This alignment will strengthen and intensify your willpower, determination, and motivation to make these changes in your behaviors and your habits. So now, what are the emotions that this version of you is feeling? We're going to use what we learned about how questions are activated in our frontal lobe. I'm going to ask you some questions and I'm going to run some alignments to help you anchor in the answers. So, what does it feel like to be truly happy? What does it feel like in your body to be truly happy? I'm going to call in an alignment I used yesterday, one of my favorites. It's called Awaken True Happiness. Divine love and light, thank you. This is activating the happiness genes. Yes, we have happiness genes. They're located in our central nervous system, our adrenals, and our pancreas. It's connecting your heart and your brain. And it's activating a deep understanding of being responsible for your own reality. I'm going to call in the dolphin alignment, calling this in now into my love and light. Thank you. The sweet, joyful dolphin is incredibly intelligent. Dolphins have the effortless ability to communicate and live with one another in pure harmony. And they embody the energies of love, peace, and play. This alignment is bringing in that high vibrational dolphin energy, including the energies of play, joy, peace, the ability to connect, communicate, and live in harmony with any community that you choose to belong to. This alignment also helps open up your psychic abilities. What does it feel like to be at peace with yourself and your life? What does it feel like in your body to be at peace with yourself and your life? Allow your body to remember what that feels like. I'm going to bring in the diamond light alignment to support this, along with the rose alignment. The diamond light brings in incredibly high energy of the pure diamond, including the knowledge that you are precious and you deserve the best life has to offer. This is activating your cells, your DNA, and your energy bodies with the full power of the diamond light vibration. And the rose alignment is a calming, peaceful, soothing energy, carrying with it the frequency of rose essential oil. What does it feel like to feel healthy and vibrant? Remember that you're in the quantum field of all possibility. You're in the heart of creation where all frequencies exist. So even if you've never known what it feels like to feel vibrant and healthy in your body, or any of these things that we're talking about, you can call in those frequencies from within the heart of creation so that you know what it feels like, so that you can remember what it feels like. What does it feel like to feel healthy and vibrant in your body? I'm going to call in some alignments to support this. Divine Love and Light calling in the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is the longest and most complex of the 12 pairs of cranial nerves that emanate from our brain. The vagus nerve helps regulate most of our bodily functions necessary for optimal health and emotional well-being. An optimally functioning vagus nerve will provide optimal physical, mental, and emotional health. This alignment helps to regulate the vagus nerve, leading to a decrease in depression, anxiety, PTSD symptoms, digestive issues, and more, and activates a more effective communication between the brain and the gut, create an elevated state of emotional and mental well-being, increased immune response, and a balance of heart rate and blood pressure. And now calling in the alignment vitality. Divine Love and Light, thank you. When we have an adequate amount of vitality or life force energy, we feel alive, vivacious, exuberant, passionate. Vital energy is known by Hindus as prana. The Hebrew name for vital energy is ruah. Chinese call it qi or ki. This alignment will activate your innate vitality, bringing in passion. Just allow these frequencies to course through your body, through your cells. Passion, exuberance, joy, life force. This is working with your etheric body to also dissolve any discordant energies in your etheric body and bring more light into your etheric body, which will enhance your physical vitality. Next, I'm going to bring in harmonize. Calling this in now in Divine Love and Light. When we're out of harmony with something, we're in resistance to it, and it can create a state of disharmony, which can lead to a number of dis-eases and an imbalanced emotional, mental, spiritual state. Harmony is a healing frequency. True harmony is the ability to be perfectly whole and complete as you are, as the things around you are. This alignment is bringing you into greater harmony, bringing your mind, your body, and your spirit into greater harmony. What does it feel like to be abundant? What does it feel like in your body to be abundant? I'm going to bring in 2 alignments to support this. Abundance of the ocean, which I received literally when I was swimming in the ocean in Maui. This alignment came in for me. This will allow you to tap into abundance that is as vast and deep as the ocean and channel it into your life. It brings in the knowledge and energy that you need to bring abundance into all aspects of your life, and it will connect you with the unlimited abundance available to us. I'm calling in expanding into infinite abundance and divine love and light. This alignment works with your divine aspect through your own source connection. It's also working with several sacred technologies to open and expand you into infinite abundance, expanding your abundance consciousness in all areas of your life so that you have the energetic space to receive infinite abundance and the ability to hold and anchor that abundance in all aspects of your being and all areas of your life. What does it feel like to know that you are worthy? What does it feel like in your body to know that you are worthy? I'm going to call in unlocking worthiness. Divine love and light, thank you. This alignment brings in and activates what it feels like to be worthy, to be seen, heard, known, understood, and loved for who you are in this moment. What it feels like to see yourself through source perspective. What it feels like to truly love and accept yourself. It's activating the cellular memories of all times where you have felt truly worthy, even if it was in some other soul incarnation. It brings in the energies of true self-worth, self-love, and self-respect, and what it feels like to live as and see yourself as the human expression of the divine. That's the divine that is expressing itself through the personality of you. And calling in expanding self-love and self-worth. This alignment will expand your capacity to feel and create more self-love and self-worth, bringing in the true definition of emotional boundaries through your own source connection perspective and the energy of permission to put yourself and your needs first. Good. What does it feel like to be surrounded by love? What does it feel like in your body to be surrounded by love? Find that frequency. If you've never experienced it before, you can find it here in the quantum field. It exists here. In fact, this is pure love here. So this is the best and easiest place to tap into that. I'm going to bring in a couple of alignments for different types of human love. So for soul family love, I'm going to call in soul family connection. Divine love and light, thank you. If you've ever experienced meeting someone for the very first time, but you felt like you've known them forever and loved them forever, you've probably met a member of your soul family. This alignment helps to connect you energetically to your soul family. After you receive this alignment, you may unexpectedly meet new people that begin to play a significant role in your life, or you may have a realization about someone currently in your life who's part of your soul family. I'm also going to call in oneness. This alignment is connecting us to that energy of oneness. And then for those who are creating or maybe enhancing romantic love, I have a really special alignment called One Heart. I'm going to call this in now in Divine Love and Light. Divine intimate partnerships can be magical. They're the coming together of two hearts to become one heart that is whole and aligned in pure love, mutual respect, and support. This alignment will connect you to the sacred heart of your current or future beloved, activating the one heart that is shared on a soul and physical level within a divine intimate partnership. So now that your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit has answered these questions, and those answers have come to you from within the quantum field, I want you to take some time here to really connect with this version of you and your life that you are bringing into the present moment. And I'm going to silently play the bowls here, and then I'm going to bring in a few alignments to support this. Really connect with this version of you and your life that you're bringing into the present moment reality. Feel yourself embodying this version of you, ready to step into that life. Calling in desire, hope, belief, and expectation. As we manifest and co-create, we move through these stages of desire, hope, belief, expectation, and finally, the physical creation. This alignment is working to clear fear, doubt, or resistance, helping you speed up the co-creation process into the final stage of physical creation. Calling in gratitude. Divine love and light, thank you. Gratitude is foundational for creating happiness and for manifesting our desires. There are studies that have been done that have shown that 5 minutes a day of gratitude journaling raises happiness more than doubling our income. This alignment brings in a powerful infusion of gratitude so that you can tangibly feel that frequency in your body and direct it into your life. So I want you to feel gratitude for this version of you, for becoming this version of you. Gratitude to yourself for taking these steps and continuing this journey. Gratitude for the universe, for source. Gratitude for the people in your life, the people coming into your life, the opportunities. Gratitude for the life that you are creating. Allow that gratitude to flow into you, flowing into your heart, filling your heart, filling every cell of your body, expanding out all the way out into your energy field. Now calling in recalibrate. We're going to recalibrate your four body system into this new future. I'm also bringing in, I'm actually hearing to bring in a sacred soul symbol that is going to support this as well. That's called Calibrate. I just happen to have it right here. I'm going to show it on the screen. This is a sacred technology, and just looking at it will help activate it in your field. And that energy is coming in, so even if your eyes are closed, it's coming in for you. Two more alignments, and then we're going to anchor into our future reality, into the now, calling in bending time and collapsing timelines. In divine love and light, creator, change it. Thank you. Bending time, collapsing timelines. Now, as we anchor this in, feel yourself becoming this version of yourself, ready to open your eyes and create this future. We're going to anchor all of this in with sacred light close, anchoring this into your heart and your higher heart, your mind and your higher mind, into every cell of your body, into your DNA, into all of your chakras, into your subtle bodies, anchoring this into your Earth Star chakra, into the heart of Gaia, into your soul grid, and into all dimensions and realities where any aspect of you exists. Good. And when you're ready, really feeling into who you've become in the last few minutes, committing to this version of you. Take a deep breath and open your eyes when you're ready. All right. Welcome back. Welcome to your new reality. This is definitely something that you could repeat on a daily basis. I will be putting the audio of this into the new Sacred Soul Alignment Certification Support Healing Library, because I feel like this was possibly the most powerful co-creation meditation I may have ever done. I could feel it myself. I hope that you guys could feel it. And I've done a lot of co-creation processes. Even though I was working out loud with alignments, there's all sorts of technologies working that are helping to support and anchor our intentions. And I'm still rocking. I tend to rock when I'm running energy. So a lot is still happening. Please share how you're feeling. I'm just going to take a look at the comments a little bit here. Outer worldly, fantastic, feeling amazing, splendid, spectacular. New me is very grateful. I love it. Thank you. You're welcome, everybody. So beautiful. No words for this miraculous experience. So much joy, gratitude, bubbly energy. I love it. In another world. Yes, I felt tingles all over. I felt a DNA change. I almost fell asleep, but heard whispers. Full of joy. Loved it. Can't wait to listen every day. Yes. Lighter and solid at the same time. Parts of my arms and hands were buzzing. Feeling so grateful. That was amazing. Feel beaming from the sun. Loving this one so much. Exactly what I was ready for. Yay. Felt tingling in my body. Feeling very light. Elated. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I love it. Thank you guys for sharing. My right hand always tingles. Thank you for bringing in so many aspects of how does it feel. So these healings that I do they're always a co-creation with the divine and with all of you, with the divine aspects of all of you, because you're part of this healing. This wouldn't be the same without all of you here, and that includes all of you who will ever listen to this. And so that part, the question part, actually came in this morning when I was sitting, reading over my notes and sitting with the healing and, making the final touches on it. That came in this morning. And I was like, wow, that just takes it to the next level, I feel like. So yes, you're welcome. Feeling like this will resonate for hours or vibrate out for hours, yes. So I would encourage you to continue this. Sometimes we need that commitment to this work, especially if this is new to you. You can find the replay. When I do these workshops, I do not take down the classes. A lot of people take them down to create a sense of urgency for signing up for the program that they're offering. And I understand that. I understand why people do that. There's really nothing wrong with doing that. But I do these classes not just to talk about the thing that I'm offering, which is the Sacred Soul Alignment Certification, which I'm going to share in a minute, but I do these to give to humanity. And so I want you guys to repeat these. You can find classes that I did years ago on my YouTube and in my Facebook group. So please bookmark this. YouTube is probably the best place to bookmark it, to come back to, or download it on YouTube so you can find it in your downloads and come back to this. You could do this every day. You could do this every week. I really highly encourage you to work with this. And join me for the 21-day experience that we are starting tomorrow morning. So I'm going to share my screen here. To remind you of some self-care practices, repeating the healing, repeating this journey, repeat yesterday's healing, and repeat today's journey often. It's there for you. It's a gift for you to have for all the time that I have my YouTube channel up. It will be there. Today, make sure you drink lots of water. Really stay connected to this version of yourself as you move about your day. Stay connected to it. Stay motivated by it. Stay committed to it. You could walk, do some gentle yoga, go outside. I'm going to go outside. It's sunny and warm out there today here. Journal about this new life that you just created, that you're stepping into. Get more clarity on it, and then come back and repeat it again. And of course, I always love to take Epsom salt baths. Baths are one of my favorite things to do. I don't have a very nice bathtub in my house right now, but I love baths, and I someday will have a beautiful jacuzzi bathtub in the future. I need to bring that into my reality, actually. I'm going to bring that in next time I co-create something. So congratulations on creating your future. And you're invited to continue this journey with the 21-day sacred immersion into the heart of creation daily for the next 21 days. And you can bring this version of yourself into these meditations to really continue working with that. It's going to be on Zoom and on Facebook, on my Facebook page. It says community, but I changed my mind, actually. To make it easy for myself, it will be on my Facebook, my personal profile, and my business page, and on YouTube. It's free. So come and join us for every day, hopefully, but if not every day that you can. And you don't have to be there live. The replays will be available to you. I said that I would share that calendar link to, and I gotta find it. Here it is. I said I'd share that calendar link to put these on your calendar. So I'm going to put this in the comments on Facebook. We've got that open. And I will put it in the chat on Zoom. And that will just put it right on your calendar with the Zoom link, my YouTube link, my Facebook link. It actually is, right now it's the group. I'll go in and change that because I literally changed my mind on that right before we hopped on. You're welcome, you guys. So now, oh, my beautiful picture that I created is not showing. Where is it? Let's stop my screen share. I made a really cool picture. I want to show you guys because I worked hard on this. Don't know why it's not showing. Interesting. Well, I guess that's not meant to be. It was a beautiful picture of a door opening. And I don't think I even, where is it? I was so proud of myself. Let's see. Is this it? Here it is. I'm going to share my screen. Aha, there we go. So if you have loved this experience, which I know you have, and you've loved all of these sacred soul alignments that you've received, and you want to know more about this modality, I am thrilled to announce the doors are officially open for the next round of Sacred Soul Alignment certification. So I'm going to share about that now. If this is the end of our time together today and you're not interested in hearing about Sacred Soul Alignment, you just want to soak in the energy of what you received and you're not interested in taking the class, I hope that you continue this work. I hope to see you in the next 21 days. And I look forward to hearing about the life that you have created here. If you are wanting to hear more, then stick around because I have some exciting things to share with you. And I'm going to put the link to the certification right in the chat. I'm going to share my screen in a minute with some images from the registration page because that's the best and easiest way for me to talk about it, but you can follow along if you would like. So I teach this class once a year, and this version, this round, a lot of you guys are Sacred Soul Alignment practitioners and you know a little bit about what I've been up to, but this is going to be very different than past classes that I have taught. So I'm going to start there with sharing about those details of this class, and then I will talk about exactly what you will learn and receive in the class, including some incredible bonuses. And just a quick note, because I know some of you guys know this was coming, and the page actually just went live this morning. So I'm giving a bonus that I have never given with Sacred Soul Alignment before, and it's for only 3 people, the first 3 people who register for the certification and pay in full. And that bonus is a private session with me, an hour-long private session with me, and the value of that is $700, or actually it's invaluable. And I don't offer one-off private sessions at all. The only way to work with me privately is in a year-long mentorship, and I only take 2 people a year for that. So this is very, very rare, but I have been really wanting to work with people privately, more people privately, because when I do one-on-one sessions, so much unlocks for me. And that's where I oftentimes will receive a new technology, or a new alignment will come through, or a new way of healing. And so rather than open up, a handful of private sessions paid, I decided to give that as a bonus to the first 3 people who register and pay in full. And when those are gone, I'm going to take that off the registration page. So if for some reason more than that happens to fill up by the time I'm done talking and get, before the time I get to take that off the page, so say 4 people sign up in the time that we're still here, I will honor that. So that's happened before when I've given bonuses that are limited and they're gone before I get off the call, and I didn't get a chance to take it off the page. So I will honor that bonus if you have registered while we are still live. Doesn't count if you're watching the replay. Still live. It's 2:05 Pacific time on Thursday, June 20th. So by the time we get off, if you have signed up and paid in full, you will get that bonus. So I'm telling that just at the top so that you know. If you know that you're coming and you're able to pay in full, that's a great opportunity. So I have been teaching Sacred Soul Alignment for almost 9 years now. The first beta class that I taught, I handpicked 8 people to come through the first class, where I was actually kind of creating the teaching material as I went along in that class. So I handpicked 8 people that I knew really well, that I knew would be, helpful and supportive for me as I was creating that. At that time, there were 56 alignments. And the word spread so quickly. And this was almost a decade ago, right? I had a much smaller audience than I do now. But the word spread so quickly that a couple of months later, just really a few weeks later, after I ended that first class, I opened the doors to the first real certification class. And within a few days, over 60 people signed up for the first certification class. So I knew that not only was I onto something, but I was really being divinely supported within that. And Sacred Soul Alignment has grown and expanded so much since then. It makes me want to cry, really, and I might cry actually, because I'm just so grateful for all of you guys who have said yes and come on this journey, and where I have been guided to go and take this, and what I have been given. I could not have envisioned what it would look like today. Am I really going to cry? Two times in a row yesterday, I cried about a message that came through from my brother. But I'm just so grateful that I get to do this work. I would have never imagined that I would be doing this before I started. I would have never envisioned what Sacred Soul Alignment and this business, this work that I do in the world, this purpose in my life would look like. Today I have created about 500 alignments. So started with 1 really, but the first class was 56. I now have created about 500, and I have certified about 1,000 people from all over the world. As new alignments were created, I began to offer different levels of Sacred Soul Alignment because I didn't know what to do with the new alignments. I didn't know where to put them. I couldn't just keep adding them to the same class because I let people come back through for free. I couldn't just, keep adding them and never have a path for people to go on forward after that first class. So I just kept putting them in new classes. And eventually I offered a non-certification self-healing version of this class with 84 alignments. And so I did that 2 years ago. Starting this training with working for the self only really felt good to me. And I got a lot of amazing feedback from my students and practitioners that was such a good way to start, because there is so much healing that happens. I've had dozens of people sign up for this class just for the healing that you get in this class, let alone the training and certification. But sometimes I would have people say this is like a fire hose because you're getting all this information and all of this healing, and it's a lot. So it felt really good to me to kind of pull it back. Let's start with just doing this work for yourself. But doing that didn't really leave me the time and energy to focus on launching the full certification as well as I would like it to. And the full certification is my baby. It's the meat of the work that I do. But it's not the only thing that I do. And so it just didn't leave me with enough time. I have another modality that I created that I started teaching last year called Sacred Soul Symbols. You guys saw one of the cards I used today comes with a card deck. These are technologies, sacred technologies. So I teach that once a year as well. And I have another modality that I co-created with my best friend called Sacred Light. It's a multi-part modality. There's 5 classes in that modality, and with my best friend Kimberly Carlson, and we also host 2 retreats together a year. So that's a lot. That's a lot of things to be juggling and putting out there into the world. So I've been really sitting with what to do with Sacred Soul Alignment that really honors this work that truly started it all. And since it has grown from an 8-week class with 56 alignments into 500 alignments spanning multiple classes, I made the decision a few months ago to bring it all together into one 9-month certification class that includes all of what Sacred Soul Alignment encompasses. So I know a lot of you guys are Sacred Soul Alignment practitioners. You've heard me speak about this, but maybe you didn't know what that all meant. If you are already a certified Sacred Soul Alignment practitioner, so you've come through the certification, you can come through the entire new class, the 9-month class, and everything, all the new. It's going to be a lot of new at a very small fraction of the cost of the class itself, just $297. So a lot of you guys have already signed up. If you haven't, if you're a practitioner, I cannot stress and encourage you enough to do this because it's going to be the best thing you ever did. Really, I think I can confidently say that. So I even, can split that up into payments for you. I don't want any of you guys to miss out on this. Those of you who are certified practitioners. There's an afterpay option on the checkout. You can split it up into multiple payments. So check the level 2 group if you're a practitioner, or your email that I sent out last week for the link. This is an example of how I take care of my students. When you are in the Sacred Soul Alignment family, you are supported if you want to be. Not everybody wants to be, but if you want to be, you are supported, and you're with me for the rest of time. I normally allow students to repeat the classes as many times as they want for free, unless I'm adding something big. And this time I'm adding more than I ever have before. So also, those of you who have taken level 1, the self-healing level 1, the 8-week self-healing level 1 class in the last 2 years, you can come through this 9-month class for half price, which is an extraordinary deal, way less than it would have been if you previously would have joined the certification. So see the level 1 group or your email that I sent out last week for the discount code. So that is what I wanted to share with my practitioners. And now I want to share with you guys, I'm going to share the screen. Because this is the best way for me to share about the class. Gotta just get to it. And my web guy Eric, he did such an amazing, beautiful job with this web page. I also want to celebrate that because it's beautiful and I'm proud of this work. So you guys have the link. It's just sacredsoulalignment.com/program. And at the top of the page, you can see these little tabs. So if you want to jump around the page and look at the different things, it's easier to navigate that way at the top here. But we're going to talk about what's inside the Sacred Soul Alignment Immersion. This is an incredibly comprehensive immersion that includes everything that you need and more to go from where you are now to being a master healer and manifester who has what it takes to create desired results for yourself and others. And I'm actually going to bring this up on my other computer so I can not have to look down. So phase 1 is the self-healing part of this journey. Master the art of healing yourself. And there's 4 modules here in 2 months' time. If for those of you who are not ready or do not want to join the whole 9-month certification, there is an option just to join phase 1. So just know that. I'll talk about that at the end here. So we start with our live kickoff call, the heart and art of working with sacred soul alignments, and the heart of creation. You'll get attuned to the healer series of alignments here. So learn all that you need to know to confidently work with sacred soul alignments. You'll discover the heart of creation, which engages the heart and activates the theta brainwave state to instantly amplify your power to heal. Step into your power as an authentic healer with the healer series. So you'll receive your first series of alignments. So there's 84 alignments in phase 1. Unlock your innate ability to heal yourself and others. Release deep-seated beliefs and energetic blocks. Step into your true power as a healer. The series of alignments cleanse and protect your energy, provide divine clarity, reinforce your spiritual sovereignty, empowering you to live your highest potential and embrace your divine nature and embark on a journey of healing, clarity, and spiritual awakening. So you'll receive the sacred codes, attunements. That's what I call the attunements, to attune people to the frequency of alignment so that they can run them themselves. There's 10 alignments in that series. And you'll also receive an attunement. So I have, I think, 10, I call them attunements. They're energies that I run for my students and practitioners to receive for yourself, for building and expanding your healing abilities, your intuition, all kinds of things. This is called creating a divine foundation. And this is a very important healing that I do at the beginning of all of my classes to clean up our energy beliefs about what it means to be a healer, what it means to be a human, what it means to be a spark of God, a divine, a human representation of the divine. We have a lot of beliefs that are very negative about doing healing work. Some people call this the witch wound. I think it goes broader and wider than that even, but you'll receive that on our first call, our kickoff call together. I also do a lot of cleanup work between myself and the group and all of you so that we can, be in this container in the best and healthiest way possible, because we are soul family. When we join together, we just are. And that means that we've probably had a lot of experiences with each other. Not all of them have been positive, right? So I've been to classes, I've taken many, many, many classes. And I've been to classes where people get triggered by each other or by their teacher. And so we do a lot of cleanup work in that first class to avoid that from happening. And then in module 2, you'll receive your second set of alignments, your second series, the personal growth and spiritual expansion series. Unlock your full potential and step into your power with this transformative healer and personal, that should not say healer there, but personal growth and spiritual expansion series. You receive the sacred codes attunement to these 40 alignments. This is a series that you will use all the time. It's one of my favorite series. It's hard to have favorites when they're all like my children, sort of, I feel like sometimes, but this is one of my favorite series. You'll also receive the Divine Trinity Attunement, and this really helps connect you to the Divine Trinity that's happening, the connection between your divine aspect, the divine aspect with anyone else that you might be working with, even though level 1 is just for working with yourself. We're setting you up for the future here, and creator, source. It's really helping to amplify everything that is happening within the heart of creation, connection. And then module 3, release lifetimes of trauma, pain, and heartache. So in this module, you actually get a series of alignments, but you also get a couple of other tools. You get a sacred technology, and I teach you a somatic process that is really helpful in working with emotions in the body. So somatic means working with the body. So I teach you a process to really feel the emotions in your body, which helps for a much faster release. And then I also attune you to spiritual technology, which was the very first spiritual technology that ever came in for me. It was in a private session in 2017, and it was the first spiritual technology. That's an example of things that come in a private session. So many of the tools that I have received and that I use have come in private sessions, which is why I've been feeling a lot coming in for me lately, and I want to give the space for that to happen. So that's really the main reason why I offered that bonus for the first 3 people that sign up and pay in full. So you'll get attuned to the vortex of creation and the emotional healing series of alignments, which is 21 alignments. You guys received a lot of those in the healing yesterday. So that's just a couple attunements you'll receive there. And then module 4, which is the final module in phase 1. So if you're not ready for the full certification, but you want this, this would be the end of what you would get here. Manifesting with the energies of nature and magic. So you will receive the nature and magic series, which is 13 alignments. You experienced 2 of those today, the diamond light alignment and the rose alignment. And you will also receive the breath of peace attunement. This is an attunement that I give in all of my certification classes. And I actually come into my best friend Kimberly Carlson's energetic allergy healing certification and give this attunement too, because it's so powerful. And basically what it does is it allows us to use the breath that we're already using, and it amplifies that to process and transfer a healing. So you probably have seen me take a deep breath when I'm doing healing work. That's what's happening there. So you get attuned to that. So then that in and of itself is another healing tool that you can use on its own or with the alignments or any other modality that you may use or be working with. And I also have a pendulum class and I teach you how to use a pendulum, and I have pendulum charts, and I have an attunement actually to help you be more accurate with your pendulum. I have charts for the 84 alignments in level 1. So that's level 1, option 1, if you just want to come through that. The investment for that is $9.97. The normal price for that is $14.97. And so that is one option. And then the second option is all of the whole 9 months. So that's 2 months. Then we move into phase 2. Master the art of healing others. So now you get attuned to all of the 84 alignments from level 1 to be able to use them with others. And you begin to learn how to work with others. The first module in phase 2 is the Wealth and Abundance series. So there's a lot that happens in this particular module. You get attuned to all 84 of the previous alignments to work with others. You get attuned to the heart of creation because it is an activated meditation, so that when you're doing it with other people, it's activated for them, basically. So there's a lot actually that's happening with this module. And then you also get the Wealth and Abundance series and the Wealth, Unwinding, and Unlocking series. So there's 2 different wealth series that you get here. There's 36 alignments in all between those. You also will receive the Divine Masculine Attunement. Unlock your true potential with the Divine Masculine Attunement, designed to empower and balance your energy healing journey, regardless of your gender identity in this lifetime. This attunement aligns with a dynamic, outward directed divine masculine energy, allowing you to bring forth and manifest a creative, there is a typo here. Part of this is talking about the divine feminine attunement, which is later on in this course. I'm gonna have to go in and edit that, I guess. Infuse your life with strength, understanding, logic, reasoning, and a warrior spirit, connecting deeply with the great central sun to elevate your healing practice and personal growth. And then throughout this class, there's going to be bonus classes once a month. The bonus class this month is Cultivating Powerful Intuitive Skills, Chapter 1, opening up the 5 key intuition channels that we talked about in day 1 of our masterclass. And then we have, moving into module 6, there's 19 modules, so I'm trying to move through as quickly as possible. Expanding your spiritual evolution with the chakra and color series. So you receive the attunements to the chakra series, which is 12 alignments. Actually, it's 13. I was looking at that today. It's 13 alignments. And the color series, which is 12 alignments. There's also a bonus class with one of my practitioners, Sherry Lynn. She's a certified color energy specialist, and she did a bonus class for us that goes along with that. And then in phase 2, module 7, you receive Aligning to Virtues, which is a brand new series, and Gifts of the Spirit. So you receive the Sacred Codes attunement, so you get attuned to those 2 series, Aligning to the Virtues. So it's aligning to 20 different virtues, and this is using a lot of technologies, including sacred soul symbols, to really help align us to those frequencies: love, devotion, exuberance, and more. And the Gifts of the Spirit series, which includes alignments such as Gift of Discernment, Gift of Miracles. There's 13 alignments there. Whoops, I'm doing this on 2 computers. And then module 8, Unwinding Loops, Cycles, and Timelines of Density. This is a brand new series that you guys get 3 brand new series. One of them's not on this page yet. I'm going to be announcing that later, but just sneak peek, you get an extra one too that's not on here. So there are 10 alignments here. So we're working with different types of timelines, such as timelines of chaos, drama, and trauma, timelines of isolation, timelines of suffering, and more. So there are 10 alignments in that series, and you get attuned to those. And Awakening the Senses attunement. This really amplifies your intuitive abilities. I've had so many people tell me stories after receiving this alignment of what's opened, or attunement. This is for my students only to receive those attunements. I talk more about that in class. And then the bonus class, Cultivating Your Powerful Intuitive Skills, Chapter 2, we're going to be working with your lower energy centers in that one. Phase 9, Calling in True Love and Authentic Connection. So this is the relationship series. There are a few new alignments in the relationship series as well. It's a very, very important, very powerful series. There are currently 26 alignments, but there are, by the time we get there, there'll probably be at least 30. I'm working on a few new ones. And they're incredible. So if anybody wants to see the full list of all of the descriptions of the alignments, just email hello@elysiahartzell.com and I'll send you a link to take a look at all of the alignments. There's 500 of them, so obviously we don't have time to talk about all of them today. And then in module 10, connecting with guides and helpers from the etheric realm, part 1, with the goddess series and the animal spirit series. So you receive those 2 series. There's 20 goddess alignments and 15 animal spirit and spiritual being series. And then you also receive the divine feminine attunement. And for the sake and interest of time, I'm going to allow you guys to read that on your own if you would like to. You also get the next bonus class, Cultivating Powerful Intuitive Skills, Chapter 3, which we're working with the higher energy centers. And then we have Phase 2, Module 11, which is part 2 of the Helpers and Guides series. And that is the Ascended Masters series, which is 24 alignments, and the Rays of Creation series, which is a very high frequency advanced series. You also receive the attunement connecting to the galaxies. This brings in ancient understanding, knowledge, gifts, and abilities, and more. It's also activating God codes in your DNA, which I had to research that because I heard that when that attunement came in and I'd never heard that before. But I discovered that we actually have what people call God codes in our DNA, activating that. And then module 12, this is where we move into the health series. So I have a lot of alignments for health, and we're going to spend the whole month of December focusing on these series. There's a total of, I don't know how many total, I didn't total them, but there's 44, 12, and 7. So 56, 73 alignments total in the Health and Wellbeing series, part 1 and 2, the Body System series, and the Weight series. These are some power-packed alignments, and there's a lot built in here. And so I wanted to give a little extra time. So we're going to be spending December focused on health. And then moving into, and then you get your bonus class, Cultivating Powerful Intuitive Skills, Chapter 4, working with energy that does not belong to you. Chapter 13, Deep Healing and Spiritual Expansion, working with the Subtle Body series, the DNA series, which are too small. They're small series as far as the amount of alignments in them, 4 in the Subtle Body series and 3 in the DNA Awakening series, but they are out in the stratosphere beyond. You'll use them for everything, especially the subtle bodies, and then the DNA Awakening. I mean, some people teach DNA activation as one whole class, and they charge thousands of dollars for that. These are 3 very powerful alignments. You also receive the attunement. This is my favorite attunement, I think, maybe other than the Breath of Peace, but it's a journey, and I love giving this one. Strengthening and expanding your pillar of light and subtle bodies. And then module 14, tapping into extraordinary beauty, abundance, and healing power. So here we're moving into the energetic apothecary. So this is particularly, your ears might be perking up if you're a sacred soul alignment practitioner, because certified practitioner, you might not have the energetic apothecary, and that's part of this class. So that's it's going to be a really extraordinary deal for those of you who are coming into this class who are practitioners and students already. So I have 4 series that are part of the energetic apothecary. This is the first 2. The crystal series. I love the crystal series so much. I didn't use any of those in our class to the last 3 days, but I'm sure I will be over the 21-day experience. This is 39 alignments, and then the flower essence series, which is 19 alignments. And here you receive the womb of Mother Earth attunement, which is really, I've realized over time that it's actually a technology for you to use for yourself mostly, but you can also bring clients in to that space as well. So you get attuned to that. And then part 2, module 15 is part 2 of the energetic apothecary, the herbal and essential oil frequency series. My daughter is an herbologist, and I co-created the herbal alignment series with her. She helped me really get connected to those herbs, and then I built out the alignments. There's 25 of those, and within that there's a pain series that are really, I can't believe the feedback I've gotten on those, how well they work for pain for people. And then the essential oil series, which is 12 alignments. Your bonus class is Cultivating Powerful Intuitive Skills, Chapter 5, working on shielding yourself. And then we move into phase 3, and that's all about going forward as a powerful, confident healer and creating and growing an aligned, abundant spiritual business. So there is part of this module working on a business, because part of my passion is helping other healers be successful in their business. And you're going to find a lot of what's in there really valuable, even if you never want to use this work to create a business for yourself, or you don't want to be a healer professionally. About half of the people that come through the certification do not come through with the intention on using it in a business. They want to use it for themselves, for their families. They don't want to do this work professionally. So the certification is not just for those who want to do this work professionally, but I do include this class to support those of you that do. There's a lot else going on here in phase 3 too, that's really important for using the alignments. So you learn to create custom alignment cocktails, which is a game changer. It's a way to run a powerful combination of alignments all together at once. You guys did not experience me doing that in this masterclass, but I probably will in the 21-day immersion. You'll learn how to structure successful healing sessions for yourself and other people, including your children. Really, you're learning how to work with all of these tools in the most optimal, most effective way. And then I also will attune you to some pre-made cocktails that I made to make it super easy to run a bunch of alignments together at once. And then there is the business series, which is, even if you never want to have a business, you will find this series really helpful, because there's a lot in it that's not just specifically related to a business. For example, there's an alignment for visibility. There's alignment called No One is an Island. So for people who try to or think that they have to do it all themselves, there's a lot in there that is helpful for business, but also super helpful for life. There's 19 alignments in there. Comparison is the thief of joy, another one that we all need. Divine delegation. We need to delegate no matter what we do in our life, right? We can't do everything ourselves. No one is an island. Confidence, disconnecting from lack matrix. So I put these in a business series, but the name may be a bit deceptive because it's really a life skills series. Maybe I should rename it that, actually. And then there's a module on growing an aligned, abundant spiritual business. I have a lot of people asking me to coach them, to be a business coach. And honestly, I think I could be a better business coach than business coaches I have paid tens of thousands of dollars to, but that's not what I want to do. So I put a lot of my intuitive knowledge and tangible real life knowledge and experience into a module to support those of you who do want to create a business or grow a business that you already have. And then our final module, going forward as a powerful, confident healer. So just wrapping it up, everything that you've learned, and really how to continue working with these tools. And then I also have a bonus class because there's so many alignments. 500 alignments is time consuming to use a pendulum for. So I'm actually going to teach a muscle testing class. I've never done that before. It's brand new. I may actually teach it earlier on in class, but I put it here for now. But I probably will teach it a little earlier in class so that you can start really working with muscle testing to discern what alignments are optimal to run much easier. I also have a database, which if you're a sacred alignment practitioner, you'll be really thrilled to find out that that's working now. We finally got that going again, where you can type in keywords, and like if you're working on a specific issue, you can type that word or that phrase into the database, and it will bring up alignments that either have that in the description or have been tagged with that word. So that's another really good way to choose the alignments, because there's 500 is a lot. That's a lot to have, I don't have them all memorized, certainly. So it's a good way to really connect with what you're working with there. So all right, that is all of the 19 modules. If you have questions, feel free to ask. I will answer those at the end. I want to talk about the bonuses real quick. There's a lot of bonuses. I give so many bonuses. One of the things that people say about me the most is how generous they think I am. And that's because when you are on this path, I want to support you. I'm generous with my free things, but I'm also really, really generous when you invest in this work financially. I want to really make you feel like you have gotten far beyond what you invested. So I have the painful bonus of the 3 sessions that I already mentioned. And also for a full pay, if you pay in full, and if you are in the US, you can choose a afterpay option at checkout that will allow you to split those payments up, but it still counts as full pay. And you get this bonus. I'm really excited to give you this bonus. So this is for the full certification only. If you're just doing option 1, the self-healing, this bonus is not part of that. And that is a mini Sacred Soul Symbol certification. So you will become attuned to 3 Sacred Soul Symbols. I will teach you how to use them, how to work with them. And I chose these 3 because they're really useful for using with the alignments. So these are technologies. The cards I don't have a deck of 3 cards, so you will not get the cards in this mini certification, but you will get the images and you can print them out. There's a total of 44 right now. There's going to be 55 the next time I teach, but anyway, these are technologies that are in the form of symbols. So they unlock potentials from within the quantum field. They work so well at bypassing the conscious, unconscious, and subconscious mind in order to allow the healing to go deeper than ever before. There's nothing like them out there. And you will receive a training class in January you'll get attuned to release, and you can look at the descriptions here. Release, which is, I use it with everything all the time. Root of the issue, helping to identify the root of the issue, and the spiral symbol. So I'll let you go and look at those descriptions yourself if you're feeling interested and called to this. And then the painful for the full certification only, it's not for the option 1. This is only for the full meal deal. First 3 people that may be gone by the time you're watching this. But if you see it on the sales page, the registration page, it is still available. I never know. Sometimes they're gone in an instant. Sometimes bonuses take a few days to go. This class is an investment. So that this bonus might take a little bit longer for 3 people to pay in full and get that bonus. The investment, by the way, is $21.97. And then for the first 10 people who register for the full certification, whether that's full payment or payment plan option, I have a 9-month payment plan option. You get my Sacred Wealth Virtues course. It's a healing course and a teaching course. It's a unique 16 module wealth creation course, working through the lens of wealth virtue archetypes. It's a system that I created a few years ago. It will transform your relationship with money and wealth. This class is really, there's nothing else like it out there. And it comes with a quiz to help you identify your wealth virtue archetype. And then you really want to work with all the different archetypes. But it really brings a lot of awareness and clarity. And there's a ton of healing in that class as well. You also get a Sacred Light mini certification class with myself and my best friend Kimberly Carlson. We co-created this modality. You get attuned to 3 Sacred Light tools. And this will be inside the certification class. It's not going to be a separate class. It will be a module that is unlocked for you about halfway through. You get attuned to the Sacred Light purification, which you guys experienced. I ran it on today and day 1. The flush activation and the defrag activation. So those are 3 tools that you get attuned to use for yourself and others. And that's also for the full certification only. So there's more, there's literally more bonuses. Now these bonuses are for both the self-healing and the certification. 21-day journey through the sacred soul symbols. So this is a healing program that is using the symbols. There's 21 recordings, and they are between 10 to 45 minutes long, using one symbol a day, working with one symbol a day with an intention. I've had a lot of people come through this, go through all 21 days over and over and over again with specific intentions. And it's a really great way to experience the symbols. And you get that bonus if you're just coming back through as a returning certified practitioner too. I included that bonus for you guys, not the rest of them, because that's only $297, but you guys get that bonus as well if you don't have it. And then Kim is giving a bonus. My best friend, she has an energetic allergy healing modality, and she has a bonus for you guys, a package of 5 potent energetic allergy healing audios, her whole body detox. Energetic allergy healing is an incredible modality. You guys will be thrilled to have that and experience those healings for environmental agents, dust, smoke, pollution, mold, fungus, Lyme bacteria, Epstein-Barr virus, spring and summer allergies, hay fever related allergies, and relationship healing as well. And then there's 2 more. Power and protection. This is a program I created during the pandemic to help people stay really present, protecting your energy and stand in your power. It's a healing audio and video collection to really support you in staying in your power and protecting your energy, just as it says. And then my 7-day power cleanse, I created this, actually recreated it. It's a package I had many years ago, before I even created Sacred Soul Alignment, that was really popular. And a year ago or so, I recreated it with all my new tools. So it's 7 audios to clear and strengthen your emotional body, clear and strengthen your mental body, your spiritual body, your physical body, purify your home and physical environment, strengthen and harmonize your relationships, and then an audio to create your future reality. And each one has a PDF with practical things that you can combine with those. So, we made it through all that I wanted to share on the registration page. We kick off on July 11th. There will be 2 calls a month, the 2nd and 4th Thursday of the month at 1 o'clock Pacific time, same time as these master classes have been. The calls will be at least 2 hours long, I anticipate, because there's going to be a lot of the teaching will be separate videos in your online portal. I use Kajabi, but there'll be teaching on these calls as well. All of the attunements are live, and then a Q&A. So depending on what we're talking about. They could go over 2 hours long. I will also be incorporating some practice calls in there. That probably will not be part of those. They'll be probably outside of those 2 calls a month. November and December, those calls will be the second and third Thursday of the month because of the holidays. So there's a ton of videos, hours of video training, healing audios, and a very, very, very extensive detailed manual. You will get PDFs every week that correlate with what you're learning for each module, but then at the end, if you wait to print it out, at the end, it will all be combined into one module. And I don't give it all up front because I don't want people to get ahead of themselves and get overwhelmed. So there will be PDFs each module as we go along, and then that'll be combined into a manual. So you can either print it out as we go or wait and print it all out at the end. But it's very, very extensive. Of course, we have an amazing Facebook group that you will love. And so you can go through, and there's lots of videos on this page and testimonials and just amazing things. If there's a healing I did on this page too. So there's 2 ways to join. Of course, I want you to all have all of it. That's why I've combined it all into this 9-month class, but not everybody can or wants to. So I am making option 1, the self-healing path, available still. Even though I want you to have all of it, that option is available, and it's an amazing class. I've had hundreds of people come through that class. So you get the first 4 modules in the first 2 months of the live calls. You get attuned to 84 alignments, lifetime access to all of it. You can be in the Facebook group as well. Everybody's going to be in the same Facebook group. I'll be sharing more about that for those of you who are certified practitioners. Right now I have 2 groups. That's just getting too messy. I'm going to go back to 1 group. And you get the bonuses that I talked about at the end, the last 4 bonuses that I talked about at the end. Those are listed there. And then the certification path is all 9 months. It's all 19 modules. Everything that's in phase 1 and everything that I talked about today. All of the live calls, the Facebook group, certification. If you choose to get certified, you don't have to. If you're not going to do this as a profession, you don't have to get certified. If you do choose to get certified, it do require 5 practice sessions. And there's a lot of other things that come with that. You get, things to put on your website, certificate that you can put on your website or hang up in your office, all that support stuff that comes with that. And then there's all the bonuses. So option 1, the self-healing, it's $997 or 3 payments of $367 for the full certification. So when I had all of the classes separated, to come in all individually, it would have been almost $4,500. It is now $2,997. Those of you who are certified practitioners, you can attest to and speak to what a good deal that is, even though I recognize that is an investment. It is still, almost $3,000. That is an investment. Not everybody is able or willing to do that. I do have a 9-month payment plan, 9 months of $347. There's also the afterpay option if you live in the US. Afterpay doesn't do anything above $2,000 for anybody outside of the US. So you have to live in the US to take advantage of that afterpay. But if you do, all of those bonuses, the full pay bonuses, the Sacred Soul Symbol certification, and if you're one of the first 3 of the session, you would get those if you use the afterpay. So just want to mention that because that's a newer thing. Not everybody knows that that's being offered. So, I'm tired from talking about all that now, but a lot of you guys stayed on actually. So I'm going to take a look and see what questions you might have. And if you're watching the replay, Sorry, I'm getting distracted by some comments from Facebook. If you're watching the replay, you can email hello@elysiahartzell.com if you have any questions. And I recognize this is an investment. If you would like to speak to me, I'm more than happy to set up a call to speak with you. We can get on Zoom, we can get on a phone call, and you can ask me your questions. Just email me at hello@elysiahartzell.com. The link, everything's going to be sent out here in just a few minutes. So you'll get that link to check out the registration page. It's just sacredsoulalignment.com/program. And the page has a lot on it. We just went through some of it, the most important parts. But I'm going to stop my screen share there. So that is it. That is the certification and the new version. And I've wanted to give more space and more time devoted to this class for people to really, really go deeper. And this is it. So maybe you have known about sacred soul alignment for a long time and it have not been time. Well, this may be the time for you. So I'm going to see if you guys you do have questions here on Zoom. And signing up, my email address is printing in capitals only. So that should be not a problem. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Thank you. Phenomenal opportunity for those who can. Thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl is a sacred soul symbol practitioner. Definitely going to continue with your programs. Can't wait for the next 9 months. Yay, Crystal. Does phase 2 also include phase 1? Yes. Yes. Phase 2 is everything. Vibrating just hearing about it. Awesome. Okay, I'm just scrolling through. When does it start? It starts July 11th, so in 3 weeks from today, actually. How many classes per month? 2. So I think I probably answered a lot of these. So 2 classes per month, every second and fourth Thursday, 1 o'clock Pacific time. Approximately how many pages to print out? Including the list of all of the alignments, I would say possibly around 200 pages. There is a discount for Sacred Soul Symbol practitioners. If you are a Sacred Soul Symbol practitioner, you get a $500 discount. Okay. Sacred Soul Alignment has changed my life. So I've got like literally dozens of hours of testimonials from practitioners. You guys will get the opportunity to hear from some practitioners coming up in the next few days, and I'll be sharing little videos in my Facebook group and probably on Instagram and on my Facebook page, maybe even on YouTube. Just little snippets of like 1 to 4 minute little testimonials. For the 21 days, the calls will be about 20 minutes long. Since the class holds so much new, do I recommend a new binder for the new version? That is a good question. I don't think you'll need, I think that you can just print out anything new, Cheryl, and just add it into your binder. Thank you, Anne-Marie. You're a very welcoming teacher. Thank you. That means a lot to me. I really try to be. I'm not one of those people who falls into the guru trap. I believe that we all have something to offer each other, and this is what I have to offer. One of the things. So if you do have questions about the class, you know where to find me. And I hope that I will see you all. Thank you for staying on with me and listening to all of that. Hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 10. So Mary, it's going to be a combination of new material and existing trainings. So there's going to be a lot of new stuff in there as well. Oh, enrollment closes on July 10th. So you guys have, 3 weeks. It starts in 3 weeks. It's not like, unless you want that bonus of the session, the private session, or the sacred wealth virtues. Those are two bonuses that will probably be gone by the end of the weekend. The session bonus may be gone by the end of the day. It may be already gone. I don't know. But you can check the sales page, the registration page. If it is still there, it is still available. In the UK, it is 9 p.m. Classes will be at 9 p.m. The 21-day thing, if that's what you're asking about, Claire, that will be at 6 p.m. All right, I think we have come to the end of our time together today. So I want to hear all about how you guys are living in your future now reality. So please keep me updated on that. Come see me in my group or on YouTube and let me know, or email me. And I will see you hopefully for the next 21 days, whether it's live or on the replay. So thank you guys so much. Love spending all this time with you, and I look forward to the next 21 days together, and hopefully years and months, 9 months together, hopefully, and years. So again, from the bottom of my heart, sending you all so much love.